got back, had a chance to watch the tape and enjoy a great victory versus our arch rival in Georgia Southern. It was a big-time football game. I think it's one of the best rivalries in all of the Group of Five, and we're fortunate enough to go away with a win. Did a lot of good things, a lot to improve on, but we've kind of flipped the page, and we're excited to get to the first annual Myrtle Beach Bowl in Conway, South Carolina, first North Texas.
Okay, we'll take our first questions from Ethan Joyce, Winston-Salem Journal.
Hey, Sean. I guess first off, you guys play a game Saturday, you get your bowl invite by less than 24 hours. What was that time period like? How quickly did you guys kind of have a sense that maybe that's where you were going?
Well, I talked to Doug on Friday, and there's two destinations we thought we could go to. Myrtle Beach being one of those bowl games. Even after the game, I didn't know. I found out last night about 6 o'clock. Doug and Nolan had got in touch with me, and it's exciting. Anytime you go to postseason play and have a chance to play for a championship in a bowl game is big deal, and our goals are still in front of us. And I tell our guys all the time, you come here for two reasons: get a world-class degree and play for championships. And all of our goals are still in front of us, and it's something we're very excited for.
What was just the general reaction to getting that bowl bid and the opponent from either you or from the team and finding that out?
Personally, it was fantastic. Anytime you get a chance to play that early bowl game and stay at your house for Christmas, it's great. I know with two young kids, we've had Christmas in hotels before. Not the best thing you want to do, but Santa Claus always comes. But it's exciting. Anytime you play in postseason play, I think it's great for your program. It's going to be on national TV on ESPN, and it's a way to showcase our program and our university.
Was there, I know some programs have come out and said that they weren't going to play in a bowl game, and I know this has been a long season for everybody, but was there ever any doubt that App State was maybe not going to play in a bowl game or consideration to that?
Zero chance for our program. Speaking with Doug, and we were full go the whole time, and again, this crazy year of the pandemic and everything is going off. It's a way to send our seniors out on the right note, and it will be a different bowl game in years past. We're going down for 2 nights. And we won't have the bowl experience we've had if it's 3 or 4 nights. But I know our guys will be ready to play. We have a team meeting at 3 o'clock today to kind of give them the layout of the week and what we're planning on doing with those guys, and make it to the best of their ability. Let them have fun.
Last one for me, just as far as the effort and the work that coaches have had to put in to making sure guys stayed engaged and excited about a season that's had a lot of ups and downs. What's that been like for you now, and especially considering you're really right here at the end now, and you've played most of your season?
Well, it's been a very challenging year, and a lot of people don't know it who's from the outside just looking in. But as far as coaches go, I mean, we don't know till Wednesday who's going to be able to play, what the game plan is going to be finalized, and it's hard on our players. I mean, we really don't. There's not much of a college experience right now on campus. I mean, they really are, and I give our kids credit because they're the ones that have done it. They come to practice, they go home and try to do the right things. And we're not perfect. No one is. We've had our issues here with COVID, but man, it's just an awesome experience, and to be able to play in a bowl game.
All right, we'll go next to David Ware, 24/7 Sports.
Morning, Sean. Kind of my standard Monday question. How did you guys come out health-wise from Statesboro?
It's the first game this year that we've came out healthy. So that's something exciting. We have some bruises. Mike Evans has a lower leg injury, which requires some stitches, but that's all we had. Everyone came out healthy, and which was nice. I talked to Zach Parker, our trainer, this morning and yesterday morning, and he gave me all thumbs up, and people should be ready to go.
Can you offer us any film assessment of Cooper Hodges' pancake block of Nick Cardwell? And did Nick have to take an ice bath after the game?
Well, let me try to rephrase this here. That's a young coach sometimes. In my early years, that might be me, but that's a double knockdown, a pancake for Cooper in my book. And I think he earned himself a steak dinner. Anytime you pancake a coach, it's great. And Nick's a little sore right now, but in time he'll learn. When they're 300-plus pounds, you get away from them when they celebrate.
Going back to serious matters in the bowl game, obviously I'm sure your staff right now is sitting in front of computer screens scrutinizing North Texas film, realizing you haven't had enough time to really get into who they are and what they do exactly. Talk us through that process. How will you guys go about breaking down a completely new opponent that you have no history with to get ready to play in a week?
We had all the tape in by 1 o'clock this morning. We came in early this morning and tried to get a preliminary look at those guys of, what kind of schemes are on offense and defense and special teams. We're going to meet all afternoon here today. We're bringing the team in this afternoon. We're going to stretch those guys and do the conditioning, and then practice on Tuesday. We'll get practice on Tuesday. Then Wednesday will be a normal Sunday for us, and then get into the game week. But again, it's very early. I've watched, I think, 2 games on North Texas. A lot of great athletes on their team, both sides of the ball. So they have speed and length on both sides, and it's going to be a great challenge for us.
Last question for me. Does the ability to go play in a stadium and make a trip that you've made before, the familiarity of that, is that really of any significant benefit to you guys going into this game next week?
No, I'm not sure if there's much to help us win the football game, but we are familiar with where we're going to stay, and we're familiar with our routine. It's really a road trip for us. We're going to go down 2 nights. We'll practice here on Saturday mid-morning and drive down. And then Sunday's a Friday for us. We'll practice at the stadium on Friday at 4 o'clock and treat like a road game. But we know what locker room we're going to be in, the same as we were the visiting team, and that helps. We took a lot of notes from the last time we played there, what we do different 2 years down the road, and so that does help us. And again, we're playing a good opponent, a very good opponent there in Myrtle Beach, and we're excited for it.
Okay, next up is Mike Solarte, Spectrum News.
Thanks, Joey. Hey, Coach, congratulations on the bowl bid. I know you've kind of touched on it with us this morning, but did you ever think that you guys would not make it to the end of the season? I mean, with the cancellations and the COVID issues, and I mean, it just seems like just getting to the bowl game in and of itself is a major victory in terms of getting a season completed at this point.
Yes, when the season started, we had a very good plan going to place, and that started from our commissioner down to Doug to myself and our program, and we were feeling really good about it until the Marshall game, and then there was a 2-week lull, and we were thinking, how in the world are we going to do this? But to our credit, to our players' credit, and to Doug really doubling down on his efforts to make sure we're safe and doing the right things. It's you see games getting canceled all the time, and it's been over 75 days since we had a positive test in our program, and I think that speaks volumes for our players and what they've really had to do to keep this virus down to a minimum.
How will you look back on your first full season as head coach? I mean, because this is just the weirdest year, obviously, for a lot of different things. But I mean, you guys, 8 wins. You're one of 3 programs to go 8 wins or better since 15, and all the challenges you guys faced off the field.
It's been a very challenging year. It's been the longest year of my coaching career. Just the unknown parts of it, and we had no game plan for it when we first started. When I first introduced the head coach, I thought I had a great plan going into it, but just how we've had to meet with our players, we've had to cut meeting size down. Only half our team is meeting in small groups, and and everyone you call, they're in the same boat. We really have no idea, but we went the best plan we thought was possible to do it, and we stuck with that plan, and it turns out that we were successful in our plan. But for me, it's been a long season.
Do you anticipate hanging on to the pre-pandemic notes to get back when you guys can meet full and have a normal, have things as normal as you were envisioning? Yeah,
they're there. I put it in a safe and locked it up because the game plan I had, it went worth a crap. So we had to go and redo our own.
And last one for me. You mentioned this won't be necessarily the bowl experience that you guys have had in the past, but how can you make this as special a trip as you can for these guys? Because, as you say, the experience is going to be completely different.
Well, Nolan Jones, our director of football operations, he's been with us for a long time, and we're trying to do some things here in town before we leave, and possibly Saturday evening down there in Conway at Myrtle Beach. So we're going to try to do some great things, but again, to me, it's a success. We had a chance to play in a bowl game, and we'll take that, and we're going to do our very best to get a win for our program and for all of App Nation.
Thanks, Coach.
Our next questions are from David Rogers, Watauga Democrat.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on the bid. I guess this is more of a business question, but with a dozen bowl games canceled this year, that's really 24 teams that aren't going to get a chance to play in a bowl game. Was there ever any doubt that you guys were going to get an opportunity to play in a bowl game, or did the Sun Belt tie-ins almost guarantee you that you would?
I'm not sure how it all went down. We felt very good about it when we had 7 wins. 8 wins does definitely help, but I think our brand, our national brand, has helped us. And when your fans travel as well as ours do, I think that's more marketable for bowl games. But to answer your question, I felt very good about it. I thought we won Saturday in Statesboro. We have a chance to go to Myrtle Beach. If we didn't, we'd probably go to the Lending Tree Bowl.
Okay. Yeah. Is there any part of you that's wishing you were going back down to Conway to play Coastal?
Well, always. They had an unbelievable year, and hats off to those guys and their program. And you watch them; they find a way to win. They're playing very disciplined football, and that should be a great game between two good programs, and Coastal and Lafayette, and something we'll watch on the bus ride down there.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go back to Ethan Joyce for 2 more questions.
Sean, this is really just a goofy question, but do you have any backstory that you can give on the plunger made an appearance after the game? I know that wasn't just the Georgia Southern things. I saw it on the sideline for Louisiana, but it definitely made a big appearance on Saturday.
Oh, gosh. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this right now. I was made aware of that after the game. I didn't see it, to be honest with you. So hopefully I'll get to the bottom of this here pretty soon.